Hey everybody, Robin Hyatt here. Hey, I'm going to talk really quick about something. I'm going to hit some Mormon viewpoints since many of us on here know that I was a former Mormon and wrote a book about it. So now I have found something very interesting. Look behind here. Let me see if I can. Now, this is on Etsy. This is on the Nauvoo gallery. They actually have some really cool stuff. And you're probably wondering why I'm looking up. This photo has unsurfaced in 2007 of Joseph Smith. I knew there had been a photo out there of him. And so they finally found one. It was, let's see, I'm going to read this to you. This photo file was found in 2007 as a misnamed photograph in the Library of Congress archives. After extensive facial contour and body structure analysis was done from a group of BYU professors, it was determined that the man in this photo has the exact same facial and body structure of Joseph Smith. Although this photo has never officially been recognized as a photo of Joseph Smith, it's interesting to note that the photographer was known to have been traveling near Nauvoo just months before Joseph Smith's death. I bought this for $5. I have Joseph Smith in my hands. Look at that. It's actually very well quality. And this is the first recognized photo through analysis of Joseph Smith Jr. You may ask why an ex-Mormon has something like this, because I think in your whole research, you want to know who started this. And I knew there had been a photo out there of him because he had money. You guys all think that, oh, poor Joseph, poor Joseph. He had money. He was a head of a church and people were donating money to him and he built temples. So don't tell me he didn't have money. So this photo, I've been studying it and being an intuitive. Um, I think he's I feel he's more handsome than how the church portrays him. I think he's way better looking in this photo. And looking at it, you can really see him clear. Um, and you know what? He looks just like a man. He doesn't look like a man of God to me. He looks like a man. He's a handsome man. He looks like a wealthy man the way he's dressed. He has his cane. Now, that's a point that's been brought up with the golden plates is you remember when Joseph was young and he had that surgery on his leg, it lamed him. He always walked with a cane after that. How is this man going to carry 200 tons of gold? I'm exaggerating, and run through a forest from a mob? Not going to happen. He has a cane. He's always with a cane. So this photo, actually, I'm keeping this photo for when I do book signings. I'm going to have some photos up of the Smiths. And so I wanted to bring that to your attention. The church has not recognized this, and I know the church will not recognize it because it makes him mortal. See, the church has immortalized Joseph Smith, this big prophet. You see a photo like that, and you think, that's a very handsome, wealthy looking man. Um, and they don't really want you to see that. They want you to think of him in your mind as this big prophet of God and da 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 da. But he was a man, and he had faults. He had several faults, and his religion gave him access to his fornications, and which was his demise. And I think his demise was twofold. I have two theories. Can't prove it. Never will be able to prove it. Two theories. One, he pissed people off, and he pissed the wrong people off at the end. Second, Brigham Young. So Joseph Smith had a man around him. Oh, what was his name? Oh, he had long hair and blue eyes. I'll think of it later. And this guy was his protector. Where was he when Joseph Smith was in jail? Why wasn't he sitting outside? Why wasn't there a lot of LDS from the legions, the Mormon legions? Why weren't they sitting outside protecting the prophet? Why weren't all these Mormons camped out in front of the jail? If my prophet was in jail, I would be right there. I'd be picketing. I'd be holding signs. I would, if I had a militia, they would all be in front of the jail. Maybe not on government property, but come on, think about these things, you guys. This is going to be just short. So here is a photo of Joseph Smith, the prophet of the LDS Church, recognized by BYU professors. They analyzed it. And the church probably really does think that this is him. They just don't want the people to know. It's a very deceptive church. So we are now going to cover something very simple. Dowsing rods. These are dowsing rods. These are for ghost hunting, and I use these. And the end is yellow because they are for ghost hunting at night, and they glow in the dark. Now, Joseph Smith used a type of wood for dowsing to find buried treasures. So we are going to ask spirits, guides, just like Joseph Smith used to do, if this is his photo. So we're going to ask the spirits. So let me first do something. For those that haven't seen me do this before. So can you show me an yes? So yes is crossed. So they'll cross. Can you show me no? That is with one going underneath the other. Now I know this is going to present backwards on the screen. So this is the right going under the left. Now let's go straight. So, and I want you to know, these are nothing I can do. See, they're dowels. They're loose. So this is a spirit. Okay, so let's go straight. Straight, 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 straight. I know it's really close to the screen. So can you show me love? So when they go the opposite way, that's what we devised as love. And can you show me a hug? And that is a hug. Oops, I was crossed. So a hug is when it touches my body that way. Okay, so now Cammie's going to come into play. So let's ask, since Joseph Smith used dowsing to find treasures, I'm going to use my dowsing rods to ask, is this a true picture of Joseph Smith Jr.? Is this a picture of the man that started Mormonism? Yes. See, it's all going to yes. Now, was he a true prophet of God? They're going no. Did Joseph Smith look in a hat, transcribe the Book of Mormon through looking at a stone in the hat? Big no. Did Joseph Smith acquire a manuscript that was similar to the Book of Mormon and he changed it? Yes. Okay, you're going yes. All right, straight, please. So now I have a few more questions. I know you guys are probably going, no, this is weird. It is weird, but it's part of Joseph Smith. He did this and I'm doing it. Except I don't look for buried treasures. I look for truth. So Joseph Smith has a manuscript. Did his family, Lucy Mack Smith, his father, and all the family know that he was transcribing this to be a book? They all knew about it. They all were in the game. How many years before the book came out with Joseph Smith transcribing and changing it, was Oliver Cowdery involved in this manuscript also? Okay. So, in this manuscript, did it take them a year prior to it being published? 2 years, around 2 years. So it took them about 2 years to get this work all transcribed to the way they wanted it from the manuscript that they had found. And we'll go more into that later. So, did Emma Smith know that the Book of Mormon was not divine or of God? She did know. Everybody knew that it wasn't true. Everybody knew. The Smith family knew, and Emma knew that it wasn't true. They all just followed along, didn't they? Yep. Yep. That's why Emma got so pissed off about polygamy, because she knew it was just her husband's making, correct? Yeah, everything was a facade. Was it all a facade? Yeah, yeah, which is sad for the people, correct? Oh, I'm getting a hug, yeah. For the people and for me, I followed it. Um, will the church continue on strong in the next decades? Yeah, it is too much of a pillar, right? It will never see will it see a demise? No. Is President Monson, the prophet now, is he true and just? No. Is he going to do some destruction? Yes. With his new policies? Yes. Um, is so now what I ask is Cassandra is my guide. Cassandra, are you here? And I'm going to ask her a question. And I ask things telepathically, just in case there's other spirits here that I don't know about. So I just asked Cassandra if she loved me, and she said yes. And she's going to give me a hug. And is Joseph Smith here? No. Okay, fabulous. Is any Mormons present in this room? No. Okay. Are you the only one here? Yeah. Okay. So that's the end of this session. Joseph Smith used these. Joseph Smith has something about him. He'd be an interesting man to get to know. He took it and ran. They found an avenue to make money. You don't tell me that if Joseph Smith found a book like this of gold, pure gold, that he wasn't going to sell that to the highest bidder and become the richest man in the world. You don't tell me that he had that and he wasn't going to do anything with it. He wasn't that type of man, you guys. This is Joseph Smith the man. It's been verified to me, and it's been verified through BYU. And BYU is a part of the church. So peace out. Have a great day. Think about it. I'm going to come back with a few more things. I have many more pictures to show you that I've gotten, and we're going to talk about it for you that are inquiring minds. You take care. I love you. This is all in good fun. It's in the name of Jesus Christ. And I am Christian. And I know you're thinking you're using these rods and you're Christian. If you keep yourself clean and your life clean and your place clean, and you're very careful, you can do these things with all those elements. It's good and divine. You just have to be careful. And I actually have felt more cleaner and clearer out of the Mormon church than I did inside the Mormon church. I had a lot of darkness in me when I was Mormon. And because I help in cold cases, I had more attacks of evil when I was Mormon. And it's because I was never taught on how to protect myself with crystals, with prayers, and I have to tell you one thing. When I would get patriarchal blessings, I felt nothing. I had no answers. I felt nothing. And when I have people pray for me that don't even know me, that I ask for prayer, bam, it happens. Why doesn't the church have group that people can pray for them? I've never had anything like I've had outside the church. So peace out. Think about it. I'll talk to you later. Talk to you soon. Love you. Bye.